Hello, it's day 20. Day 20. I mean, that sounds like the numbers are funny when we get to certain numbers that are round numbers or even figures. It's like it feels like it should be a small milestone of sorts. Day 20. Not really anything special about today. It's just day 20, which is good all in itself. Uh, it's getting towards the once getting late in the evening. Sun's going down. Feeling awesome. For what it's worth, if anybody's out there is sorry, the sun's kind of hitting me at a weird angle right now. I can see in the video. But if anybody is considering making a change in the diet, making a change in the exercise, I just want to vouch for. I mean, 20 days of eating healthy, 20 days of getting running every day, stretching, doing everything. I mean, I feel friggin' phenomenal. And I'm just at the beginning. So, for whatever that's worth to anybody out there that happens to come across this video, that little bit of motivation, give yourself 20 days and see if you feel as energized as I do. I mean, I'm sure something's got to be to it. But anyway, I mean, I just feel freaking great, and I haven't had, the thing is, I haven't really had any bad days. Things don't affect me since I've changed my mental state, my physical, the way I'm treating myself physically. Things don't really affect me the same way. I don't carry things with me. I don't have that grudge or anything. Some people sneaking up on us. Anyway. Those things that sometimes when something goes wrong, I have a tendency to kind of carry it with me and drag it out for, a few hours or days or months, whatever the case might be. But things just are kind of bouncing off me, and the whole positive, all the positive energy flowing through my head. It's just like nothing's bugging me. The thing that was interesting today, and the thing that I realized today, and the one thing that I want to touch on in this video, is faith. And a lot of the stuff that I'm repeating are things that are all derived from the laws of attraction, or what you desire, asking the ether, and the ether returns, or those kind of things. And a lot of the books, or a lot of the things that I'm listening to, I kind of see the same thing. If you have a burning desire and you want something, you ask for it, you'll get it back. And it mentions that you have to believe, but there's something different going on in what I'm feeling right now. It's far beyond belief. It's just a blind faith, just an acceptance, just 100%. I'm on board. I know it's going to happen. There's no doubt in my mind. And the thing that was interesting today, I was talking with somebody through an email correspondence about the business I'm trying to put together. And I was just trying to get kind of a ballpark figure on a few of the components that I'll need. And, I wasn't thinking it was going to be a major investment part of the business I'm looking at. I knew it was going to cost a bit of money, but I wasn't real sure what. But I wasn't counting it as a major expense. Anyway, the guy sends me back an email. He says, the average is roughly $40,000 to $60,000 what you're asking for, and I mean, it's just a mind-blowing figure. I was thinking, somewhere maybe 8 to 10,000, somewhere in that range, and I realistically might be able to find a way or a means to get it to the 8 to 10,000. But the thing is, just to see that number, that 40 to 60,000. If I wasn't in the right frame of mind, if I didn't have this faith, it's beyond belief. Like I said, this 100% feeling. I mean, that might have been enough right there just to kind of knock me off the horse. And I think that's a big difference in, what I've done in the past and what I'm doing now. In the past, I kind of had a want, a desire, a slight desire to do something, but I wasn't, I didn't make that decision. I didn't make that decision that, it's a do or die. I'm giving myself a deadline. I'm setting myself goals. I'm doing everything I can to get there. I'm just 100% immersed in it. That changes everything. Now that I'm 100%, just totally wrapped up in it, that thing that happened today, that $40,000 to $60,000, that just bounced off me. It was like, 40, well, I'll figure out a way to get that. That's no big deal. And it's just amazing the difference. Just what power I'm truly experiencing, and I believe that it's a real thing. You know, I'll know in 300 and some odd days from now where I'm at, if I'm a total idiot for saying that, or if at 20 days in I already knew that it was something real. And I mean, that's where I'm at right now. Just that I know it's going to happen. I know so strong. I have so much faith in it that it can't go wrong. The other thing that's interesting, remember at the beginning of the month, I gave my 3 mini goal kind of things that I wanted to get back from the ether this month. One, being under, was it 210 pounds? I believe it was under 210 pounds, running 2 miles at 6 miles an hour. So doing 2 miles in 20 minutes. And again, not a great feat for somebody that's in shape and runs and can do that, but for a fat, almost 40-year-old guy that hasn't run in 5 or 6 years and loves fast food and all that stuff, it's a pretty big deal for me to get to that. So anyway, no judging here, no judging. But then the other thing, to earn $15,000 this month, which again is a little over probably double what I average. That I just called out and just said, I need to be making this kind of money. And it's so weird because I can feel the money coming in. I can feel people knocking on my door. Now it's encouraged me to work a little bit differently. Everything's kind of in effect. It's not just like I ask for something and boom, here it is. What it does is I've noticed is I ask for something and it changes something in my brain, changes something in my body, changes something in my system, and now I'm moving differently. I'm speaking differently. I'm holding myself differently, and the successes comes from that. So it's the most interesting thing in the world to me that I've come across in a long time. But today to get hit with that faith on 2 levels, that I can see it working, I can feel it working in the small little things that I asked the ether for this month. My running is, just off the hook. All of a sudden, the last 3 days have just been intense. I'm running at 7.5 miles an hour on some portions of my run now, and it's just, I'm already ready to graduate to 1.5 miles 4 days after bumping it up from 1 mile to 1.2 miles. Now I'm like, tomorrow I'm going to get up and I know I'm going to do 1.5 miles. I don't know why I know that, but I was, it's just going to happen, and it's so strange to me how it's just totally taken me over. So I think that's a big part of, if anybody kind of does an experiment similar to what I'm doing, make sure it's something you can really get behind. If this is just my advice, just advice. Again, I don't want to try to tell anybody what to do or how to do things. Again, this is just kind of my video for me. But what I've experienced is in the past when I wasn't 100% on board, I had some doubts, wasn't ready to completely invest. That's when it became pretty easy to get discouraged. This time it's 100%. I've got, like I said, it's 100%, and it's just so much different. So if anybody's out there and has gone through these things, just keep that in mind. Perhaps, again, I don't want to tell you what to do, but perhaps try asking yourself, am I 100%? Am I not going to quit no matter what? And I think if you can accept that and you can answer that, and you're that interested in whatever you're pursuing, if you're that psyched about it, all of it, then that blind faith is just such an amazing force. So anyway, got a big goose sitting out here in front checking me out. It's so funny. I just stopped like right in front of the truck here. Let's see if I can show them to you here. Oh, how do we do this? I don't know if you can see him. A big old goose giving me the dirty, stinky goose eye. Anyway, that's kind of it for today. Just wow, the power of faith. And I don't mean that in a I believe in God, but the strange thing is I can somehow sense that this force that I believe in is that God, is that that life force, that's really what it is. So anyway, day 20, and probably the most psyched I've been since all of it. So because I found out today that I needed to raise a whole hell of a lot more money than I thought, but is what it is. Life is good. That's it. So hey, what are you doing today? Thanks.